world's superhero population has been infected with a virus which turned them into unpainted miniatures. Rob the board game miniature painter shall lay waste to that pile of gray shame.
Hello again, Marvel Zombies fans. That's right, we're getting through these Marvel Zombies. We're going to get there, okay? So we're with Psylocke today. This is the zombie version, the hero version. Of course, you know my methods of priming these ones. I'm not going to mention it again. If you haven't seen another video, though, okay, fine. Black primer, white zenithal on the zombie. Gray primer, white zenithal on the hero. Just like this one here. Perfect for some peachy flesh. Peachy flesh on white is just, the skin tone after just looks amazing. And I don't do eyes on these tiny models. I just don't want to even try. It is just crazy. It'll look like some derpy looking thing. And just having the shade go into the eyes and the shadow effect of it does a good enough job. You got to be proud of what you do. And someone was talking to me on Discord, and I don't remember exactly how it was put. Something like the 3-foot rule or something like that. I don't remember the exact term. But anyway, so if you are looking at a miniature from 3 feet away and it looks good enough to be there, you did a heck of a job. If you're looking at it under a microscope, it's because you're at a Golden Demon judging competition. And frankly, I am extremely impressed if you brought a mini like I paint to there and win a Golden Demon, because if I paint that, I mean, I don't paint like they do, so I paint the way I feel like it. And yeah, I know it looks like I'm always painting with speed paints, but I don't. And coming up soon, you're going to see me painting with a lot more different stuff, especially some fanatics, because I'm going to be changing up when I paint on the channel. Well, not change what I paint, but how I paint. You know, I want to do some different techniques. I want to show you guys that I am able to paint very nice models with other things than speed paints, because speed paints are there to help you get through your models quickly, and Marvel Zombies is just driving me nuts with the amount of characters are in that box, especially when I bought every single one of them, all the boxes. I mean, I originally should have just pledged for it. I just bought them all individually afterwards, but the store I got them at gave me a great deal on almost everything at the time, so I can't complain. Gave me even some free stuff along with it. Yeah, he's actually one of my sponsors, Multizone. Thank you again for 2 years ago, or if not longer now. Anyways, you saw me use my favorite colors on the zombie flesh. Now I'm using some blood red on her wrap there, or her scarf around her waist. Again, you can see how bright it is on the white and gray, but on the white and black, you can see that where the black didn't get touched much by the white zenithal, it is much darker. So it does make the zombies look a little bit more grimy looking. Burnished red now for her hair. She had like the Psylocke on the image I found, or the one that's on the artwork. It looked like she had like a nice sandy brown hair, and I think burnished red, even though I've used it on furniture before, I think it does a good job for hair here as well. Turns out a little bit darker with the zombie version, of course, because of the zenithal, the darker zenithal, but you know, it looks good. Grim black now, I'm gonna be using it on, I'll show you guys on two different models separately, because this one here, from what I saw in the artwork, she doesn't have the sword in her hand. She has it still in a scabbard, or is that what it's called? No, in the sheath, or, you know, I'm a loss of words. And so the zombie version, though, she has it out of it, and so I just paint the handle with the grim black. So the metal blade will be done separately after. Moving on now to Beowulf blue, which is pretty much all her entirety of her outfit. What a beautiful color, but it is a little patchy, and I believe this is a 1.0 version. This is one of them that, you know, if you do not shake it really well, you will not get the pigmentation you need to cover. Flat surfaces are not great with this color, but crevices are. So you got to be careful when you work with that. Just so that, yeah, anyways, and I had to speed up the hero version up to 4 times because there was a little bit more to paint than the zombie version. I had to be a little bit more careful in the zombie version because of the skin, but because of the ripped jeans and the ripped skin and all that, it made it less to paint. So I just sped up the one of the hero version, but you still see what I'm painting on both of them, and you are able to see exactly what's needed where. And we're almost done already with these miniatures. I mean, it's so much fun to paint these guys. The Marvel Zombies, you know, they're pretty simple. And the bases, again, I'm just always blown away by how Simon has done amazing bases. We don't have to create any basing for them. We just have to paint them. I don't usually show you how I paint them on the videos, but you can always see at the back at the end, and then you'll just go with what you feel like it. Polished silver is what we're doing here for the rest of the sword here. So like you can see, I'm just doing the little hilt and this, the pummel and the little handle there, and then the rest of it for the big blade completely on the zombie version, which is kind of cool that they kind of switched that up a bit. Anyways, you're gonna see the end results here coming up, and I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoy. Don't forget, subscribe if you are new. Go look at the whatever amount of videos I've done for Marvel Zombies. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to slay the gray one miniature at a time.